What's up guys, and welcome to another track guide. This week we have the brand new, fully BOP'd GT3 class in low fuel motorsports. And to make things fair for everyone, I decided that I will make track guides and setups for my favorite front engine and mid engine cars for each individual week. This time we're driving the McLaren 720S and the Mercedes GT3 AMG, which are the cars I felt were the best suited for this track. But keep in mind that this is due to change every single week, as each track will fit into different cars' trunk suits. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be up to date every week. Just reminding you that our lovely YouTube members are getting access to all track guide contents with a 2-day head start compared to their competition. So if you want to become part of that group and support the work that I do, make sure you click the join button, and don't forget to also join my Discord community to get the setups, ghost car, telemetry files, and all of the necessary information you need to schedule a coaching session with me, just like dozens of other LFM drivers have already done. Now let's get into the track guide. Coming into turn 1, start braking up to 70% pressure between the 100 and 50 bars, and aim to use every single inch of the track on entry, apex and exit of the turn. As long as you keep 2 tires on top of the curbs, your lap should be valid. For turn 2, brake hard about a car length before the strip of AstroTurf on the outside, and avoid braking on top of the curb at all costs, as doing that will trigger the ABS and diminish your braking performance. Aim for a late apex and a sharp turn in, because we want to straight line this exit as much as possible. In this case, since this is an all-out hot lap, I carried a little bit too much minimum speed, and that caused me to have a tricky line for the left-hander coming up. So during a longer stint or a race, don't be afraid to overslow the car a little bit just to be safe, and have your priorities in check. For the hairpin, brake hard as soon as the outside curb starts, and keep the car on tarmac at all times, going all the way down into first gear. Do your best to resist the urge to turn in too soon, because that will get you stuck on the apex, making it impossible for you to straight line the exit and put the power down. If you feel like it's time to start accelerating, but you're still having to add a lot of steering and you're hearing a lot of traction control intervention, that means you turned in too soon. Into Mercedes, brake hard just before the 100 board or even a little bit earlier, as you will need to release a lot of brake pressure before the elevation change that happens at the apex. Also, carrying too much speed here will cause you to go very wide before the next right-hander, which is the place where you actually gain time around this section. And since these are very fast cars, we need every bit of track space and preparation we can get for that corner. For Mobile 1 curve, brake lightly before the point where the wall comes out further into the track, and be very gentle with every input you add into the car, as we are running a very low wing setup. This is the place where aggression will be your safest bet. If you brake too soon, you might get stuck at the apex and spin out over the inside curb, or even go too wide into the slippery AstroTurf on exit. So brake late and aim for a double apex trajectory to straighten your exit. You can also be very aggressive with your throttle application, as doing that will induce a nice amount of yaw to the rear of the car, and any excessive wheel spin will be managed by the traction control. For the last couple of turns, brake lightly before the outside curb starts and gently take the car around these corners. Most cars tend to be very lazy and understeery around this section, so it's never going to feel fast. Just make sure you don't carry too much speed into them, because the understeer that will come from that might even turn into an aggressive oversteer moment under acceleration. The only car that is very fast and very nimble around this section is the McLaren, which you're going to see in the Hotlap at the end of the video. So that was a lap around Hockenheim with the Mercedes-AMG GT3, and I hope this track guide was helpful to your week of racing in low fuel motorsports. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the Hotlap.